So I wanted to, so for those who want to learn Birkat Hamazon, I want to tell you that it is on the Women's League website, the wonderful tutorial. And I can show you where it is. I can just send it to you. You don't even have to sign into the member materials to find it. You just go to the main page of WLCJ.org and you go to the search icon and you type in Birkat Hamazon. It will take you to, there are choices actually, but there's a beautiful PowerPoint and learning session that was taught last July. I think it was July, it may have been June. At any rate, it was because it was taught prior to convention 2020. That was the whole plan, was that it was being taught in preparation for convention. So I'm happy to send it to you. We can practice reading it. As I was saying, I knew we weren't going to find it in the prayer book, but as Beryl points out, if each of us has the Women's League calendar, okay, you don't have it in there. Okay.
But you know what? I just Googled, I just typed in WLCJ Birkat Hamazon and 8 things came up.
Yeah, so there's, yeah.
You don't even,
Edith, is Birkat Hamazon in that book?
Yes, page 237.
That's what I was wondering. I thought I had seen it in one of the.
I did not know, but I have a different version of the book than you do.
Well, I just thumbed through because of what Burl said, and so there it was.
Like a candle. Maybe it is here. Shows you that I didn't look hard enough and long enough.
707, in the back it says 707 home ritual.
Okay, 337 is grace after meals. They call
Yeah,
it.
that's it. That's it.
In the in Sim Shalom.
Okay, hold
blue
on. I'm gonna find it.
337.
I love it when you guys find things that I don't find.
What page in Sim Shalom?
337.
Not in the book, not in the version that I have.
And the one
Look in your
is
table of contents.
237 in the book I have. That
All right, hold on.
The blue one has it on 337. But if you look in the table of contents, supplementary readings and excuse me, observances in the home,
Yeah.
and it's listed at almost,
Okay, hold on. I'm looking.
because there were 3 different, it's called, they have grace after meals abridged, and Birkat after other foods.
Amazon.
It's 755.
755 in my book.
Yeah, 755.
Well, each version, you know.
I have an older version, I think.
yeah.
Mine's
Right.
pretty old. But here it is. Okay, here it is, Birkat Amazon.
I can't
Okay.
find the table of contents.
Well, I'm gonna mark this page.
Okay. I have the same page book you do, Rachel.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the blue one, 755.
I have the newer blue one, which is
Yeah.
still old.
All right. But look at that. Okay. So now we have to decide how we want to spend our time today. We're not done with Ashrei, just so you know. You're not getting off the hook. We're not done with that prayer, but that's okay.
By the time Rosh Hashanah rolls around, we'll know Asher.
I hope so. I hope so. And speaking of Rosh Hashanah, so last week we talked a little bit about doing some prayers in preparation for Rosh Hashanah. I was hoping that I was going to get a digital file of the Machzor, but they're having trouble getting it. They told us they were going to get it. That was back in June. They're having trouble. So there are some available online. I had to register through one synagogue to get what I was looking for.
Our synagogue gave out Machzors last year.
Yeah, we had physical
Rosh
ones.
Hashanah,
Yeah, we got to
And
go
we
pick them up and
we
bring.
kept them.
Oh, I brought it back.
They didn't
brought
want
it
them
back.
back. They didn't want them in the
No, they
synagogue.
wanted, they wanted them back. But
Well,
what I did,
we did have them online during the services last year. And I did try to check, but maybe I didn't go back far enough. It might still be there.
Well, I found it from certain synagogues, but so I was looking through to see what prayers to work on. And
Okay.
I think working on Avinu Malkeinu is a good idea.
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
that,
Yeah,
we would
okay.
say that out loud.
Right, okay, so I copied or took a screenshot and then printed out 2 pages of Avinu Malkeinu that I can email to all of you. So
Okay.
if you want to print them or whatever, if you want to find
Okay.
it in the book, but I figured we could work on
It's
it next
also
week.
I think it's also in here because we say Avinu Malkeinu between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, and it's right here in this book because I see it every day.
Well, you guys again know the book a little better than I do. Okay, well, that would be great. Make it easy for us. Because, I keep saying I like it that we are looking at the actual printing, the book printing that you will see when you're at shul. So anyway, all right. Well, so then the question becomes, where do we want to start today? Have you been practicing, Ashrei?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Anyone else?
This is the first week I didn't do that much,
Yeah,
I
that's
have
all
to
right.
say.
Yeah, it must be the moon. I was off this week too.
Okay, fine. So then, okay, well, should we start with something new and then, or should we start with Ashrei and then something new? I'm worried if we start with Ashrei, we'll,
All right, let's do
Never get rid of
something
it.
new.
okay, yeah, we'll never leave Ashrei. Okay, Beryl, you want us to do Ein Keloheinu?
Yeah, I mean, I just said that when I wanted a break from Ashrei.
Strategy.
Yes, and I figured, well, Ein Keloheinu is another one of those prayers that I learned in camp when I was 8 years old, 7 years old, really, the first time I went to camp. And it, every time we do it, and we do it every week, it's like I know the words and I can read them, but I really sometimes wonder now whether I'm saying them wrong, like I did for the blessing over the candles. I mean, it's just something that is so rote that I'm not sure.
Okay,
So that's why I thought it would be something easy for me for Jay.
what I said last week, I will repeat again, all practice is good practice. So I don't mind at all, honestly, there's so many repeating words. All practice is good practice. Hi, Rhoda.
Hi there. Nice to see you.
So what we can do Ein Keloheinu, absolutely.
And there's one phrase in there that the way they say it, the third, I guess the third stanza down, it sounds
Okay.
more like that they're saying no del Eloheinu.
Yes. Well, so
And-
we'll talk about it. We'll talk. So the way it's sung, because of where they put the emphasis and things, they are mispronouncing certain words. There's just no getting around that. They are truly mispronouncing certain words. Because I'll give you an example. Toward the end, you have 3 lines that are Atah Hu Eloheinu, Atah Hu Malkeinu, Atah Hu Shehiktiru, Shehiktiru. It's sung Atah, not Atah, right? The word is pronounced Atah, but it is mostly sung Atah, which is a mispronunciation. So that happens throughout this particular prayer. But so can everyone find the page for Ein Keloheinu?
If you could give it to me in my book, I'd appreciate it.
So which book are you
Which
in?
book? 182.
Thank you. I knew I could count on you.
Everybody's got the page
Yes,
somewhere.
by Jove, you've got it right.
I love it. I love that we can figure these things out.
Has a
Okay.
little
Rachel,
orange-
where is it in your book?
And I'm looking at it on page 508. It appears
Okay.
several times in my book.
Yeah.
508 is good.
Okay. I'm sure it's much earlier too, but I like being in the Shabbat morning service, so that's where I find everything.
Okay.
In my book, it's right after Musaf.
Yeah,
There's
That's right.
Musaf, Kaddish Shalem, and then Ein Keloheinu.
exactly. That's where it is in my book too, except as I say, I'm in the Shabbat morning section of the book. This book, is 900 or 880 pages long, so it's got everything. Okay, Paula, do you find it?
Yep.
Okay, all right, so let's start out. Beryl, we're gonna start with you.
Okay. I'm not singing. I can't sing.
That's
folks.
fine, not a word. Actually, I'd rather you read than sing.
Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkenu, Ein Kamoshienu.
Perfect.
You want me to keep
Um,
going or no?
Linda, will you keep going?
Me. Kalohenu.
Okay, it's under,
Me.
there's two dots,
Oh,
under,
me. K. Me. Kalohenu.
there you go.
Me. Kadonenu. Me. Kimalkenu. Me. Kamoshienu.
Very nice. Edith, will you continue?
Okay. Okay, she just finished.
We're at no death.
She did me, okay.
Okay, so we're at no death.
No death. No day, no death. Lay low, Hainu.
Perfect.
No day, no death. Lay low, Kanu.
Try again, try that word
Lay
with the lamed.
low,
So there's,
Nanu.
under the lamed is a single horizontal line.
La do Nanu.
That's perfect.
Oh my goodness, these little marks. No de lama Kanu. No de lamo Shienu.
Perfect, very good. Paula, will you keep going?
Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu.
Lovely. Rhoda?
Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkenu, Atahu Moshienu.
Perfect. Beryl, can we come back to you? Last line?
Okay, this has always been the stopper.
Yeah.
Atahu Hitu
Right, we're gonna go very slow with this.
Sha
Let's do it.
Sha Hiktiru
Perfect. You broke it down beautifully.
Avotenu
Mm-hmm.
Lefanecha Et Hakoret.
Ketoret. So this word, you have the K at the beginning, right? The kuf, and then you have a T sound, you have a dot in the upper left corner, so that's toe ret, ketoret. And the vertical line under the tuf, the tet, is telling you the emphasis goes on the T sound.
Ketoret.
Exactly.
Hasamim.
Beautiful. You guys read this really smoothly, really nicely.
There's a lot of repetition.
That's the whole, so.
That's-
what I was gonna-
Familiarity.
Right, so you're like at the third grade level of Hebrew reading, because I think in Shul, the third graders, right, learn this prayer.
Oh,
Fourth grade
well,
is Ashrei, third grade is Ein Keloheinu. So look how far you've come in less than 9 months.
Third grade.
Yay!
Yay.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
so
in less
what-
than a year. That's good.
What grade is a Doan alum?
That's a fine question. I think that's probably third grade as well.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I think they learn both prayers in third grade.
That's another camp one that I would.
They may have learned it by rote and not by read. I can't really remember, it's a long time ago. But there was a request to review Mourner's Cottage.
Yes,
So if you turn maybe 4 pages ahead or 3 pages ahead, you should run into Mourner's Cottage.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Pages, fam.
Is it down the line?
I did it this week.
That should be all over the place. Let me see.
Let me know when you have it. Okay, 1 thumb up, 2.
Yeah.
Have it, have it.
Okay, I have it.
Excuse me a minute.
Sure. Okay, everybody's got it? Let's start. Beryl, will you start us?
Yitgadal, Yitkadash, Shmei Rabbah. Yama, Di, Vira, Kirute,
Very good, yes.
Yam, Yamlich,
Yes,
Mal,
beautiful.
Behayachon,
Mhm.
Bahay, or is it Bahayachon?
No, Bachai, yay,
Bachai,
chon. You were right the first time.
Uv Yomechon,
Yes,
the Uvhe,
cha, yay.
Haye,
You see it? There's a
Bahai,
single.
yeah, and yeah,
Okay,
Bahaye, Dechol, Beit Yisrael, Bagala,
yes,
Uvizman, Kariv, Vimru, Amen.
perfect, beautiful, really nice.
Unfortunately, it's
You practice, I know. We all practice too much.
not practice. That's the
Well, you know
problem.
what I'm saying, yes. Rhoda, can you go to the next line?
Yeah. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mavarach La'alam Uv al Lameh Al Maya.
Very good. Can you continue?
I'll try. Eat Barach, Eat Barach, Vayish Tava.
That one is cha. Yishtabach ends with a cha.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Yahish Tavach.
B.
Pardon?
It's a B. My book says.
Yes, it is. It's a B. You're right. It's a B. Yeah, I'll get it right eventually. Vayish Tabach.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Vayit Pa'ar.
Mhm.
Vayit Romam.
Yes.
Vayit Vase.
Nase.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Vayit Nase. Vayit Hadar.
Very good.
Vayit Ale. Vayit Halal.
Very good.
Shemay. Dakud. Just wait. Dakud Shah.
It's Dakud Shah. You put a little d, a little,
Voodoo. Wait a sec. What will you say it with me, please?
yeah, Dakud Shah. So
Dakud
Shah.
Shah. Okay,
There you go.
Dakud
Yeah,
Shah.
That
Okay.
second D sound needs a little.
Yeah.
emphasis.
Dakud Shah. Okay, I'll try to remember. Barich Hu La Ela.
Okay, why don't you stop there?
Yes, I'd be very
Okay.
happy to. Thank you.
Very good. That was really good.
Very good,
I-
very nice.
I'm sorry, I had to leave and I just can't find my place.
Okay,
Where
Um,
are you?
so do you see the second line with the parentheses in it? Is there a
Yes.
parenthesis? Okay, we're gonna start with the word after the parentheses.
Okay,
Paula, will you start mean?
Mean. Let me get under the light here. Mean call. Man, my eyes aren't focusing. Mean call. Birchata.
Mhm.
Bashirata. Tush Bechata. Venechemata. Da Amiram. Be the no ba
But
Baalma, oh, Baalma,
Yep,
the Imaru, Amen.
beautiful, really good. You guys are doing great. Edith, can you go next?
If I'm in the right place, is it, Yahey?
That's it.
Yahey, Yahey, Shalama,
Mhm.
Rabba,
Yes,
Min, Shemaiah, Shemaiah,
yes,
Vikaim,
Yeah, you're right.
Ale, yeah, Ale, New,
yes,
Vial, Call, Yisrael,
Mhm.
Ve'im, Ve'imaru,
Yes,
Amen.
very good. Linda, will you finish it off?
okay. Ose Shalom. Bimruma. Hu Yase Shalom. Aleinu. Baal call Yisrael. Beimru. Amen.
Excellent. You guys are really much smoother. You want to do it one more time or you feel good?
That was good.
I feel good, but because we know it, so we know where the words are going.
Right.
And it's just a
And-
matter of getting the right vowels and consonants, but you kind of know the rhythm.
It kind of comes to us.
Exactly. Right. But so your eyes and your mind are meeting and you're getting better and better because your head knows what the word should
Right.
sound like. You just
Right.
need to be confident that your eyes and your mouth say it that way. Excellent. Okay. All right, we're gonna go back to Ashray. I know.
What happened to the beer cot?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
well,
Bearcat
that's,
Amazon. That would be interesting. It'd take forever.
we're gonna do a little bit of Ashray because we are.
You're torturing us.
I am not torturing you, but we're not gonna start at the beginning
Oh,
because you know
Oh,
the beginning the best. Okay, this is a trick I learned when my kids were studying for B'nai Mitzvah. And, they always start at the beginning to practice. It's like, no, today we're not starting there. I'm gonna pick a part down here. That's where you're gonna start, because otherwise,
You know,
especially if you don't go through the whole thing every time, you just keep repracticing that same beginning.
right.
And then you get up there and you're toward the end and you're like, oh no, I don't know it as well. That ain't gonna happen to my students. You're gonna know.
You are a good teacher. Thank you.
Okay, so whatever page you have for Ashray, everybody have it?
Yep.
oh,
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
lost it.
You lost it? Hold on.
It's, I thought it was right after the Torah service.
It is. Good, so,
It's like I lost the whole,
Rhoda, what page are you
I'm
on?
on with 151.
There, I'll try that.
thank you.
There we
I'm so
go.
happy I could finally help you.
Well, because it's, there's still Torah service after Ashrei. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not,
It's at the beginning of the afternoon service.
it's the begin, well, it's the, almost the
Yeah.
end of the Torah service, but they still have to return the Torah after it. So that's where I got messed up.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the line that is
What letter? What letter
Uh,
does it start with?
a Zion, Zecher.
Zion. Say care.
They
Okay, I
have
got it.
Rav,
Okay, that's not
Yep,
down
that's
too
it.
far.
Everybody
Seventh
got
line
it?
down.
they
Yes.
have Rav.
That's
Yeah,
it. Linda,
yeah.
you get to read because you're just, you started.
Found it.
You walked into that one, hon.
Who, did you say Edith?
No,
No,
Linda.
Linda.
Linda's gonna read.
Linda, oh, okay.
They have Rav. Tucha. Yabiu. The seed. Hatcha.
Yes,
Yura. Nenu.
very good.
Han. Noon. Bara. Whom. Adonai. Erech. Apayim. Udal. Ha. Sad.
Said, very
Said.
close. Chased. Very good,
Said.
very good. Edith, will you read?
Tov Adonai. La Kil?
Call. There's a dot on the
Lakol,
upper left.
Lakol.
Yep,
Verakamal.
mhm.
Al Kal My Ashav
That's a sin, not a shin. The dot is on-
Ma'asab
Yes,
Yod let's see, Yod Vuk
so there's a vav
Yod
with a dot in the middle, so that's a u. Next to
Yod.
the dalet,
Yod Uk
ducha.
Yodaka
You see it? Yo ducha, the last letter.
Yoduka.
Okay,
Okay. Adonai call my Seka.
ma'asecha.
Okay. Baka. Now this is Bakasi dead. Bakasi dead. Vikasedeka.
The chasidecha, yes.
Yavar Rakal Kul Yavara Kulka.
Exactly, Yavar Kucha. Very good. Okay, Paula, will you continue?
Kachod. Mal. Chutach. Yo. Meru. The. It's a
Oog.
the, not a vu. It's a vu.
It's a
I
oog.
said It's a vu. Vug vu ra. Vug vu ra techa. Is
Yes,
that right?
yes,
Vug vu va techa. Yada. Yudaberu.
Mhm.
Lahodi a
Mhm.
livne ha adam go gavuro ta
Av.
gavuro ook vod
Yes.
hadar
Mhm.
ma. I get the cuff and the cuff mixed up. Malchuto.
Very nice. Rhoda, will you
Is the K
continue?
the one
Yeah, I
with the
finally found
dot?
where we are. Okay.
But one sec, go ahead,
I
Paul.
get the K's and the ch mixed
Oh,
up.
you're doing really well. So
Which
the,
has the dot, the K or the ch?
right, the dot in is making more like a K. Without the
Okay.
dot is more like a light, you know, a
It's
CH
a
or
ch.
KH.
Okay,
Yeah.
the dot is with the K.
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
Okay.
Malchuta, no, Malchutacha,
Beautiful.
Malchut, Kel,
Call.
Kol. Why
So
Kol?
that's that funny that they want us to say a little more like O. It has the line and a dot under it. So
Okay,
it-
that's Kol. Okay.
right.
Kol Olamim U Mem Shal Techa.
Beautiful.
Oh. Beich, oh, we said there's the same thing again here, right?
Yes.
Beicho,
Yep. Call.
Beichol, door, Vador,
Perfect.
Somecha.
Just so mech. You
Oh,
added
so
a
yeah,
vowel.
right, yeah, Somech, Adonai. Oh, there we go again. Lechol,
Yep.
Hanoflim,
Yes.
Vazo. There's that what I've got to look and see what that is. Just wait, give me a second here. Okay, F. Okay, I thought so. Okay. Vo. Just wait a second. Vazo, Kaif.
Exactly.
La Chol. Hach.
Huck. That one's got a dot in the
Oh,
middle.
that's
so
right. Hak. Fumim.
Fufim.
Fufim. Okay, there are a couple of
that-
letters that are a little. I still find a little bit tricky, but
It's okay.
okay.
That's why I keep practicing.
Okay,
Huck
okay.
fufim.
Yes, Hafumim. Okay, great.
Okay.
Somebody else's
Beryl?
turn.
Beryl, can you pick up the next line?
Sure. This is not one that went well for me. Okay. Anu,
Ane.
a nay, Kol, Al, Alech,
Elecha. You see, so the
it has the thing at the end.
Right.
Alecha,
exactly.
Usheb, Oro,
Okay, let's break this down. So you have the
Yeah.
yud, you have the
She-
yud at the beginning, y, and then you have
oh, it's a sa, it's a
it's
sin.
a, right, a
Uh,
sin, not a shin. So usa,
Usa,
and then under the
Or-
bet are two dots for a.
Say,
Yisa,
Beiro,
exactly. Yisa Beirut.
Ooh,
It's a v. Starts with a v.
oh, that's a vo, Vata,
V'ata, v'ata.
no, Tain,
Yes.
Laham,
Hem.
M, Et, Achala, wait,
Sure.
no,
So in this case, so the aleph has the ah under it, then the
kaf,
chaf has just the shra, so it's lam,
nom,
lam,
Ochlon?
to,
ito. There's one dot under the ayin.
ito,
Ito.
but ito. Po, pata,
All right, so this is a tricky one because it has that unusual last
Last.
syllable. So you have po, and then the taf
ah,
has two dots for a under it, and that vertical line just tells us that the emphasis is on this middle syllable, po, te, and then the final syllable, the chet with a vertical line for ah, because this is at the end of the word, you say this inverted. You say ach instead of ha. So po, te, ach.
poteach,
Exactly.
it, adach,
Ya,
yadach,
de,
yedech,
yadecha.
yedecha. Uv, ma, umas,
Yes.
biad,
Be ah. You must be ah.
Yeah.
That's it.
the kol, high, ratzon.
Perfect. Very good. Okay, I think Linda, we're back to you.
Sadiq,
Yes.
Adonai, Bakal, Dure,
That's a ah. It's a dura.
Dura, Hav,
Yes.
Bahatid, Bakal, Ma, Sav,
Yes.
Arov, Adonai,
Hold on. Karo. Yes.
Karo,
Yes.
Adonai, Lakal, Kor,
Exactly.
Av,
Kor av. Yes.
Lakal, Asher, Ikra, Uhu,
Yes.
Be'emet.
Beautiful. Okay. Edith, I think that's you next.
Okay. Bazone. Urael of,
Mhm,
Urael of,
mhm.
Yab, Se,
Yes.
Se,
Yes.
Bet, Shav, 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 Tom.
Yes. Shav atam.
Yish,
Yes.
Ma,
Mhm. Ishma.
C, what is that?
Mhm.
B-O, um, she aim.
That's it. Yoshiem.
Shomer Adonai et kol o ha vav,
Yes.
but bait kol har sharim
Or Sha'im.
bash
Yash.
vashmid
Yashmid.
yashmid.
There you go. Perfect. Okay. Paula, will you continue?
Kilat Adonai Yedaver P. Okay. There was no that was an aha. Vivare,
Uh-huh.
Kol. That's that long O, right? Kol.
Yep. Perfect.
Basar,
Yes.
Shame, Kadosh,
Kad. This one's,
Cod Show.
there you go.
Cod Show. La Olam Va'ed.
Perfect. Last line.
Ka'anachnu.
Va.
Oh,
Va.
Va. Yeah, right. Va'anachnu. Navarech. Yad.
Just
May.
yeah.
Ya. Oh, ya. May ata. May ata. Va'ad. Olam. Hallelujah.
Perfect.
We
Okay.
all know hallelujah.
Okay, so I'm gonna chant from Zecher. I'm gonna chant what we just read. Is that all right? Okay. Zecher Rav Tuvcha Yabi'u, V'tzidkatcha Yiranenu, Chanun V'rachum Adonai, Erech Apayim Ugdal Chased, Tov Adonai Lakol, V'rachamav Al Kol Ma'asav, Yoducha Adonai Kol Ma'asecha, V'chasidecha Yevarchucha, Kevod Malchutcha Yomeru, Ugvuratcha Yedaberu, Lehodia Lifnei Ha'adam Gevurotav, Uchvod Hadar Malchuto, Malchutcha Malchut Kol Olamim, Umemshaltecha B'chol Dor Vador, Somech Adonai L'chol Hanoflim, V'zokef L'chol Hakvufim, Einei Chol Elecha Yisaberu, Ve'ata noten lahem et achlam be'ito, Poteach et yadecha, Umaspia L'chol Chayratzon, Tzadik Adonai B'chol Derachav, V'chasid B'chol Ma'asav, Karov Adonai L'chol Korav, L'chol Asher Yikra'uhu Ve'emet, Ritzon Yire'av Ya'aseh, Ve'et Shav'atam Yishma B'yoshiem, Shomer Adonai et kol ohavav, ve'et kol harshaim yashmid, Tehillat Adonai yedaber pi, Vivarech kol basar shem kadsho leolam va'ed, ואנחנו נברך יה מעתה ועד עולם. Hallelujah. Okay, you guys are getting there.
Wow, that was beautiful.
That was
Yes.
beautiful. Are there any tricks for when you get lost, like your mind wanders for a second and then to try to figure out where you are on the page? I try with these acrostics, I try to listen for the first letter, you know, to
Right.
like go back to the line, but it's tough.
It's a little tricky, although you know, I just know it so well that I can pick it up at almost any spot. So
Yeah.
I can't help you other than to say,
Don't let
You
your
know,
mind wander.
Right.
you know, I growing up, I always kept my finger, and I still do it. I keep my finger where they are. I just have my finger keep moving down the page at the beginning, so I know what recent verse there was. So if somebody distracts me, it's like, oh, well, a line or two ago, they were here, so they must be just below it. So that's how I've always done it. And maybe that's because in junior congregation, when you were either leading or following, again, I didn't want to mess up. And so I just keep my finger there, and my finger just kept sliding down the page. Okay, so
We covered a lot.
we did cover a lot. We have 10 more minutes. Do you want to do a little of Birkat Hamazon, or do you want to?
Sure.
Okay,
We have to find it somewhere.
yeah, we have to find it. So I just marked it in my book. Beryl, you have it, so you can give,
337 in the Sim Shalom
I
is,
think I'm pretty sure that's the book Rhoda has. So let's take a look.
yes,
And I
is that
have you,
is that the whole beer cut, or there are three different, yeah, that's the beer cut. Page
So on Shabbat,
337.
so the one, so Linda, I have 754.
754.
It's under home observances.
Yeah, home rituals is what it says, yeah. And so this version is for Shabbat and holidays.
Yep,
Linda, is it there in your book? You have that?
Yes.
I have it.
Edith, do you have somewhere?
Yes, I have it. It doesn't say.
Does it
doesn't
start-
indicate.
Does it start Shir Hama'alot?
Yeah, mine does.
Come on, hello. So, hold on.
Yes, that's what the prayer book starts.
Right, because
But I'm
that's where
trying
you,
to find it in my calendar, actually, where
Yeah, I was
it's-
looking for my calendar. I couldn't find it.
So-
Hmm.
Beryl, you were absolutely right. It's at the very beginning of the calendar. Doesn't have a
very
page
end of the
number.
calendar.
That's in the calendar, it's the abbreviated version, but it still starts with Shir Hama'alot, because
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the,
okay.
Yeah, Shir Hamalot. Yeah, it's there. I got it.
yeah. So you,
Might
whichever book
be.
you, wherever you want to see it, it's fine. Edith, have you found it?
Wait a minute. Yeah, I think I'm here, but there are a couple of versions in here. So
Yeah.
hold on. Let
Okay.
me roll back. Share. Okay.
Okay, so, and Paula, you have it too?
Yep.
Okay, so the question becomes, do we start with Shir Hamalot? That first paragraph is only if you're doing it on Shabbat or festivals. If you're doing it some other day, like on a Sunday
No.
at convention or a Monday at convention, you would
No.
start with Rabotai Nevarech.
Okay.
Let's start with Shir Hamalot.
Okay,
A
we
lot of
can
times
do
we
that.
sing it on Shabbat
There you go.
at somebody's house.
Okay, that's okay. So, I know this, I don't know what versions there's often two different versions. The one I would sing is Shir Hamalot B'Shuv Adonai et Shivat Zion Hayinu Kecholim Az Yamale Zchut
Yeah, that's right.
Binu Ushonenu Rina. Is that the version you guys are
I think
familiar with?
so.
Okay, but we're gonna read it, not sing it. But that's, it goes, Az Yomru V'Agoyim Higdil Adonai La'asot Imela Higdil Adonai La'asot Imanu Hayinu Samechim. And then I get really flat or sharp, I'm sorry. But anyway, um, that's how I was taught in USY. So a long time ago, but let's just jump in. Okay. I don't know whose turn it is to read. Paula, will you start?
Shir Hamalot Beshuv Adonai et Shivat Sion Hayinu Ka Chomim.
Good.
As Yimal Yimle
Yimale.
Yimale
There you go.
Sahuk
Sachoch.
It's
it's
Sachok.
the letters are really small for me to see. Key
This-
P new
Yes,
show Nanu Rena.
perfect. Very nice. Beryl, will you keep going?
As Yamru
Yomru.
Vagoyim
Yes.
Hidal
Deal. There's one dot under the Dalet.
Deal Adonai Laasot Im Elech.
Perfect. All right. Thank you. Linda, will you keep going?
Deal. Adonai. La Sot.
Mm-hmm.
Manu.
Mm-hmm.
Inu. Simahim.
Smechim.
Semehim.
Perfect.
Shuva Adonai et Shuvdi Tenu
Yes.
Ka'a Fikim
Mm-hmm.
Ba Negev.
Perfect. You can stop. We'll have maybe Edith pick up.
Hazo, Hazor, Hazor.
Well, actually, this one's a little tricky.
Okay.
It looks like it would be Hazorim, but I believe it's Hazorim. Well, Hazorim. Yes. So the
So,
the resh and the ayin, because the ayin has no sound. Hazorim.
okay, Hazorim. Um, Badim, Ya, Badim,
Badim ah, yes.
Bar, Bari, Barina,
Mm-hmm. Barina.
Yik, Zoru, Yik, Zoru,
Yes.
How, Hollow,
Mm-hmm.
Yelek,
Mm-hmm.
Uvako,
Cho, yes. Ubacho.
no say,
Mm-hmm.
Mash, okay, Meshek.
Meshech.
Okay,
So, because under the mem, they have that vertical line.
right,
That's why we
Meshek,
put the emphasis there. So
Okay.
meshech.
okay. Hazara,
Yes.
Bo,
Mhm,
Yavo,
mhm.
Barinu,
Rina.
Barina, no say,
Mhm.
Alamote, Alamotab, Alamotab.
Alumotov. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can get through this. Shir hamalot b'shuv Adonai et shivat Zion hayinu kecholim az yamale zchut pinu ushonenu rina az yomru v'goyim higdil Adonai lasoti mele higdil Adonai lasoti manu Chayinu semechim, Shuv Adonai et shivitenu kafikim ba'negev hazorim bedima berina yitzoru haloch yelech ye'uvacho nosei meshech hazara vo yavo verina no say alumotav. That's what it
Oh
sounds like.
my,
But
that
is
must have
this
been 12th
different?
grade.
Thank
Is
you.
this different from the one that we would do after a sisterhood meal?
No, this is exactly, except this would only be on Shabbat or Yom Tov. So then when we go, so if we did it on a Sunday or a Monday and it were not Rosh Chodesh, for instance, we'd start with Ravotai Nevarech,
Right.
Yehi Shem Adonai Mevarach Mi'ata V'Ad Olam, Yehi Shem Adonai Mevarach Mi'ata V'Ad Olam, Birshut Rabotai Nevarech Eloheinu Shachalanu Mishelo, Baruch Eloheinu Shachalanu Mishelo, Utuvo Hayinu. So that's all the intro. Then you go Baruch Hu Uvaruch Shemo, Baruch Atah Adonai. That's another page. So on my page it's 758. So you turn the page again. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Hazayin et HaOlam Kulo B'Tuvo B'Chein B'Chesed.
That's the one I'm
U'Rachman.
more familiar. That's the
Right.
one I'm more familiar with.
So that's just the main paragraph when you're starting not on Shabbat or Yom Tov.
Okay.
Okay, so we can pick up there next time, but I'm also going to send you the link to listen to it if you want, how the lovely female Chazan did it for the Women's League training. But yes, this is what you're used
Okay.
to. So
And should we study anything particular? Are you gonna send us for the holidays?
yes, I'm going to send you Avinu Malkeinu. Okay.
Can you tell me what you're gonna do the next 2 Fridays? Because I'm gonna be away next Friday with my grandson before he leaves for college. And then the Friday after that, I'm flying during class. So I'm gonna miss the next 2 weeks.
Okay, I don't know exactly what we're gonna do for the next 2 weeks, but I will tell you, we'll do Avinu Malkeinu. We'll continue with Birkat Hamazon, and I'm guessing we will do a smattering of Ashrei. So that's what I'm planning, those 3 things. And I will say that in my email. I will attach this document, okay?
Yes, and if he runs out on me next week, then I'll just try to listen in.
If he runs out on you, he's a slob.
Well, he has his friends to say goodbye to before
Yeah.
he
I
you know,
understand.
leaves, so I will, you know,
I understand.
acquiesce to that, but, you know,
Paula, you're muted. I can't hear you.
you're still muted.
Yeah.
Okay, so could you put on your list down the line Ashamnu for Yom Kippur?
Yes. Just wrote it down.
Would that be a,
Okay.
if we're doing Avinu Malkeinu, then I was trying to think, what else do we do multiple times?
Right. That's what I was trying to come
Yeah.
up with as well. What do we do multiple times? So yes, Avinu Malkeinu and Ashamnu they keep coming up.
Coming up, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good, ladies. You're really doing beautifully. Just keep practicing. Any practice is good practice. Pick a prayer, open a page, practice. Okay.
That's what I try to do when I'm time is the issue, but sometimes I'll take time to just read what I'm doing in the Hebrew, just to
Exactly.
practice it.
Just to practice it. Exactly.
Mhm.
Sometimes I walk around singing the prayers and I say, I'm not sure I'm doing it right.
But it's close.
I appreciate all the practice. All right. Have a good week.
Thank you. You
Thank you.
too. Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom,
shalom.
everybody.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.